going to show you is how we use notation for a home health start of care visit. The goal is simple. Let the clinician document as the visit happens without changing how they normally flow through a session. Prior to the visit, the patient profile can be created ahead of time, either by an admin or the PT. Referral information can be added here. While this loads, the important thing to note is that anything already available from the referral or intake carries forward automatically. So things like demographics, referral details, diagnoses, and ordered services are already accounted for before the clinician ever starts the visit. And you'll see that reflected here. Several of these chips are already populated, which means the clinician isn't starting from a blank start of care. Once the clinician arrives at the patient's home, they can log in on their phone and start the session. They pull up the same patient that was created earlier and continue the start of care. Referral information can still be added or edited from the phone if needed, but since that was done ahead of time, we'll just start the session. As soon as the session starts, the live conversation is captured here, and the documentation begins building in real time.
Just a cane. Did you use a cane indoors, outdoors? Mainly outdoors when it started to hurt a lot. Okay, but nothing inside the house? No. Prior to your surgery, did you need any assistance with dressing, bathing, grooming? No, I could do it all by myself. Okay. And were you driving a car before?
At any point, the clinician can tap the three dots to the right of the subjective to switch between the live conversation and the chips. This allows them to glance at what's being captured, or if they'd rather not do that, they can just stay focused on the patient and finalize everything afterwards. To show what real-time review looks like, here's an example. As immunizations are discussed, the chip highlights. The clinician can open it and see what's been captured and make any quick edits as needed. Some of the conversation will naturally overlap with what came from the intake, but this gives an opportunity to confirm or update anything that may have changed. Here, medications are being verified.
On any blood thinners? Just the aspirin after surgery. The baby aspirin? Twice a day. Okay. And are you on any pain medications? The oxycodone. And I can take it every 6 hours as needed, but I don't like it. Okay. And let's see. Do you have any allergies? No, just seasonal allergies.
As you can see, the PT is able to carry on a normal clinical conversation with the patient, while the required start of care information is captured in the background.
No, I could do those. As getting to like doctor's appointments, do you have reliable assistance as far as my transportation? My partner will take me. Perfect. Can't drive yet, which is frightening. Okay. And
Another thing to note here is that the therapist will be calling out values that may not normally come up in conversation. This is optional, but it allows those values to populate into the chips without requiring manual entry later.
76, respiration for 16, SpO2 99%, heart rate 87, and temperature 98.4. With assessment, it looks like her right knee range of motion is lacking -7 in extension, and she can bend up to 53 degrees of right knee flexion. Strength is normal on her left lower extremity, 3- on her right lower extremity. Transfers require contact guard assist. She is contact guard assist with rolling walker short distances around the home, and her tug was 68 seconds with the rolling walker.
Once the session is complete, the clinician ends the exam and captures the patient's signature with a geolocation tag. The patient can type their signature or sign directly on the screen using their finger. Back on the laptop, they open the same session to confirm what was captured and fill in anything they observed that didn't come up during the conversation. One thing worth noting is how specificity shows up in the form. The system is mapping a natural clinical conversation into a very structured start of care. When more specific details come up during the visit, you'll see more of the form fill in automatically. In this example, Contact Guard Assist for all transfers makes clinical sense, but because that statement maps to multiple sections, some fields are completed during finalization. Bed mobility wasn't discussed, so that section stays blank. The system doesn't assume. Over time, as PTs use consistent phrasing, the platform will learn how that language typically maps for them, so more of the form fills in correctly. So now we'll move on to the assessment and plan. Any remaining required items in the OASIS are flagged here, and the clinician can navigate directly to those fields to complete them. The rest of these chips here represent more required start of care elements, making it easy to step through and confirm that everything supporting the visit is documented. The platform also generates the plan, which supports the PT evaluation portion of the start of care and can be adjusted as needed. Once everything is finalized, the PT can generate the PDF. Then they can sign and submit when ready. And that's the start of care workflow.